welcome to my channel once again. Thank you for tuning in. I wanted to give you two updates before I get into what I came on here for. First update is I did change my display name here on YouTube. One of my friends who subscribed to my channel, he informed me that it took him a while to find my name on here. And I was kind of shocked when he said that, because you know, my name was not as common as you would say. So I was kind of shocked that he said there were over 1 million Ms. Vons on YouTube. And I said, really? Like, I didn't think, who would have thought? I didn't think. So I changed my name on here. So if you are trying to find me, or you have a friend who was trying to subscribe to my channel and trying to find me, let them know my new name on here is Miss Von Queen. And it's MSVON Queen. That's my name on here now. So if you're trying to find me, that is my name. So let them know to like, comment, subscribe, and all that stuff. All right, second update is my hair. Last time you guys saw me, I had quite a different styles. The first style I had was the passion twist that I installed myself personally. And then I took those out, and in the transition of getting this hairstyle, I had my hair out and I did like the little, I don't know what style you call that, but I did like the little flat twist all the way back in a bun. And that's what you saw in my last video. And if you missed that, you can do that video. It was a review on gleaming clay masks. So that was that. Also, I have been natural for 8 years. I had 2 big chops in the process. And that was due to trial and error of trying to figure out this natural journey, and also not taking good care of my hair underneath the protective stylist like as I should have. So, I had to get that cut twice, big chop. And this time I had split ends. And that's because I had got color. As you see, I got the color on my tip. I had gotten color, and they tell you if you get color in your hair as a natural, make sure you condition it in between your styles. And I was not honestly being good with that. I was not. So as a result, I had split ends, so they had to cut it here. My hair was here, but hair grows fast. Mine does anyway. So I'm not worried about it. So this has been the look for the new year for quite a minute, until my hair gets back on its journey where it needs to be. Back to this length, maybe longer. Anyway, that's it. That's all the news updates that I have for you for that. Let's get into the whole video. All right. So I came on this video to kind of, this video is purposely for uplifting, encouraging, and challenging us as believers in Christ. I just wanted to kind of uplift and encourage in this moment. Basically, this whole situation started last Friday. Before I get into the whole purpose of why I went there, I have developed an allergy to dairy and soy. So basically, any restaurant nowadays cooks in that type of, food, whereas dairy or soy, they cook it. So it's best for me to, cook my own food at home where I know I'm comfortable with it, because I know what I'm putting in my food. But this particular day, I went to this Chinese restaurant, which they cook in soy sauce all day long, which is my favorite. But, you have to move on. But I went to the Chinese restaurant with my mother because she loves this place, because they make shrimp fried rice, and their shrimps are like this big. And so she went, and I went with her. And this Chinese restaurant is literally known to be the best restaurant in town. And there are plenty of Chinese restaurants. This is the capital of North Carolina, and they have tons of Chinese restaurants. But this particular one is literally known to be the best in town. It's so good that, like, they're always busy. the phone is like ringing off the hook. Like they're always busy. So we went last Friday, and as soon as we walked in the door, the line was like right by the door. That's how busy it was. In my mind, I was like, since I can't eat here, I can leave, you know. I'm not waiting. I can go. But it was like, I'm not going to leave my mom here. But she was like, no, I'm staying because I really had a taste for some shrimp fried rice, and this is going to be the best. So I said, okay, we're willing to wait. And everybody in line had the same attitude. They were like, no, I'm willing to wait for this food. It's good. I ain't leaving. Like, not a soul left. Like, everybody stayed in the building. And there were still people outside waiting because the guy, he is also the owner, the manager, the employee, the cook, the receptionist. Like, he's everybody in one. He's himself. Like, he didn't hire any help, so it's just him. So if you come in and place an order, he'll get your order and go back there and cook. If the phone rings, he'll go back and get the phone. Like, but from what I know is, you know, everybody knows they're knowledgeable of this whole situation, that they're willing to wait. So as we were waiting, I began to like just think about stuff. I was like, wow. And then God spoke to me, and it was like so clear. It was like, wow, this is where everybody's treasure is. This is where their heart is. Their heart is in willing to wait for this wonderful Chinese food because it's so good. And that's where their heart is, right? And then he began to speak to me and say, hey, where is your treasure? Where is your heart at? You know, and if people would channel the same energy as they were waiting on this Chinese food to me and waiting on me, God, how great of an effect could this be, right? So I began to think. I began to think and just think on that thing that he was speaking, and I said, "Wow, like, that gives me a question mark. Like, dang, like we really out here putting our energy in things of the world that don't even matter, that are only temporary. But if we sit here and really evaluate our lives, if we evaluate our lives and we really sit here and say, the things I desire in this life, are they God desires, or are they just fleshly desires? Then I started to think more like, okay, me as a single individual, I'm single. And, you know, sometimes being single and waiting on God can be very, it can make you very impatient because you're waiting to find Mr. Right, you find Mrs. Right, and you're like, is it ever going to happen? Because everybody around me seem to be happy, doing their thing, living their life. And that's a whole nother story about, you know, sometimes people who look happy ain't really happy, but that's a whole nother story for another channel, another video. But anyway, so, you know, that led me to believe, like, if people really would channel that same energy on waiting on the things of this world, of their favorite restaurant, their favorite Chinese food, their iPhone, new car, new house, new job, if we would channel that same energy with God, how much more literally would it blow our mind? So I began to think about that, and I said, you know what? If we definitely did that, I'm telling you, God will supernaturally blow our minds. So the things that we desire, like, I'm not saying that God gonna Zoom give it to us right then, but I'm just saying, when we leave things in God's hand, it opens the door for him to really blow our minds. And then when he blows our mind, then everybody looks at our life like, dang, like, God is like blessing them left and right. Like, dang, what happened to me? You know, like, people gonna really start to see, like, okay. So I came to challenge everybody who's watching this video to step our game up as believers and to channel the same energy in the things that we desire of the world, of food and car, money, and channel it to God, waiting on God, and let God do it. Because I'm telling you, like, it will blow your mind. Like, I know so many people, a lot of friends I have who have this testimony where they were like, once I set myself aside and I let God's will be done, and I let him find my right, Mr. Right, or Mrs. Right, everything just kind of fell in line. And I just challenge everybody that's watching this channel to just fall in line with God and let him lead you. Don't get in his way, but you let him lead you, and he will fulfill us. Anyway, if you have any comments, concerns, questions, please leave them down in the comment section. Again, like, subscribe, comment. Anything that you feedback that you want, leave it down in the comment section. I will respond back to them. And if you need prayer and trying to strive to do better in my walk with Christ in this new year. So, again, like, subscribe, comment, share a friend with a friend. And that's it. So again, thank you so much for watching my channel. And I hope this uplifts you and motivates you, encourages you to do better as a believer, and to channel the same energy back into God. All right. Love y'all. Thank you again.
Count on you. Well, I never